What's up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of Tarun's Thoughts. My name's Tarun Shetty. These are my thoughts. Happy Wednesday. Hope you guys are doing well. I did not post anything yesterday, or I think the day before. Sometimes I don't feel like just talking for the sake of talking, right? I don't want to be one of those guys who has to hear the sound of his own voice, but I thought I would just check in. Things are going pretty decently. I mean, as we head into the holiday season, I don't know what that means exactly, but this is an interesting holiday season for me. It's just gonna be me and my dad, hanging out here by ourselves. And I'll tell you, since the changes in my life, you know, I have a lot more time to just. I realize I've just put everything into my career right now just to block out emotion. I don't have a therapist to tell me that. I mean, I just know that for a fact. But I think it's paying off. As a stand-up, I feel pretty good. I'll be going to LA. I booked my ticket for January 15th. I'll be doing more shows in Naples and stuff early Jan, and I'm all over. I honestly feel nothing though. I don't feel, I go to these shows and I don't have any expectations. I think I'm just doing it. It's like I'm going there for like a Band-Aid or something to get like injected with morphine. It just kind of dulls the pain a little bit. Not to make this morose, but that's what it is. But here's a great story which might make more sense of me trying to accept things. I went to a UPS store, and this huge line, right? One of their computers was broken, and there was a guy behind me, and he was carrying like this, young guy my age, or not really young, but he was carrying this box, like this router in an open box, and I started talking to him. I never talk to people when I'm out and about, but I just made some joke. I was like, "Are you sending a router?" I don't know what I said to him exactly, but he was like, yeah, I'm sending it to, moving. I'm gonna mail this in advance. And I was like, oh, where are you moving to? And he goes, I'm moving to this small town called Laconia, New Hampshire. That's where I was born and raised, right? Out of all the people I meet in this huge line, I meet this guy from Laconia who's moving to Laconia. And of course I tell him, my story. And I'm like, yeah, I moved out here with my parents and la-di-da, he's moving because he wants to go somewhere quaint, which Laconia is a great quaint city, town. And he was like asking me all these questions. He's like, is there a bakery? I'm going to bring my mom up there. And he just wanted to find someplace quiet. And he wanted to get out of Florida. And I was thinking about my parents wanted to leave Laconia, which is fine. I mean, they did what they had to do. Even though sometimes I wish they stayed because I feel like my mom would still be alive because we had better connections there. And then the lady in front of me, I started talking to her, and she actually lives in the same community where I live right now in Florida. She's like a neighbor. And I was like, man, what are the coincidences that I would find someone past and present flanking me, right? And I was just trying to put everything into perspective of just life. Maybe this is my problem. I try to put too many things into perspective, but I was like, maybe just this is fine, right? Whatever, even as horrible as my mom's death was, like I have to be okay with it, right? I'm gonna die too, right? And someone probably not my friends because I don't think they give a shit, but maybe one of you guys will be devastated, right? And that's just something we got to accept. And I was just thinking, I was like, there's got to be a reason why I was in this line with this random guy from moving to my hometown and this lady in front of me who lives in the place I live at. And she was telling me, she asked me why I was here, and I told her my backstory. And she was like, yeah, that's the thing with Florida. She's like a bunch of people in my neighborhood passed away because it's like an older community. And I was like, yeah. So I don't know, just like this circular nature of life, right? And even with my comedy, to bring this back into comedy, I feel like I'm way past the the thing of, oh, you know what? I'm gonna be a huge comedy star, and like I really believe that. Like when I was like 20, 18 years old, I was like, I'm doing this to get here, to get here, to get here, and I was like, I made this to get here, and made this and now I'm like, man, maybe I'm just trying to make people happy, right? Like I really do enjoy when people have a great time. Like it's really important to me. Like when I host the show, especially, like the whole show's good. Like maybe that's what it's about. Just making people happy and having a purpose in this universe. Is this a waste of time? I don't know. I'm just talking out loud here, but those are my thoughts. I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. Let's talk soon. Bye-bye.